Welcome to Gaming Rarities. I'm Dan. Thank you so much for clicking and for watching. I hope you're doing okay. And today we have something a little bit different. So I've been asked a few times by a few different people to show off my entire PSP collection. So in case you're new around here, I collect some weird and wonderful things, including a full PS2 cardboard set, what we're going for. And I have been, over the years, collecting PSP cardboard, although it hasn't been a main focus of mine. Just pick it up as and when I see it, or if I see it cheap. But I've accumulated quite a big collection of not just cardboard. I've got some pretty rare UMDs and games as well, so I'm going to be showing it off, but it does come with a bit of a caveat, and that I'm going to be putting it all into storage after this. I'm going to show it off, I'm going to show you everything, I'm going to talk about a few little bits that I need to add to the collection that I know of that I just haven't got around to getting yet, and I will still be trying to get those. But after we've filmed this video, I'm going to take everything off the shelves. I'm going to show you the shelves before I do that, so you see what everything looks like. And then I'm going to put it all into storage because I just don't have the room. The PS3 Steelbook Saga is looking like it's going to take up more than the one shelf I've given it. The PS2 cardboard collection, I've got a couple of new bits to come in a video soon that's going to need some more space, and I just don't have the room. There's other little bits I want to grow here and there, and I want just to kind of future-proof the room, so I've got a bit more room to add these things when they come. And the PSP cardboard takes up a large chunk of space in here. There's quite a lot of it. We're going to talk about it. It's not just games either. It's UMDs, rare boxed UMDs, pieces of cardboard you would never have seen before, I'm sure. So plenty of that today, and that's what we're going to do. Sad day because it's going in storage, but it future-proofs it, and yeah, so let's get into it. So what I think we're going to do is going to pick out individual games here and there, and double packs, triple packs, etc. Go through them, look at the what's included in the cardboard special editions or double packs, etc. Just a quick look at each thing individually, and then I'll put them in storage. So up first, we've got Resistance, Retribution, and Gran Turismo, both the collector's editions. Now, as you see in these ones, just kind of come with a sleeve, but they do have some extra bits in there. The Gran Turismo has some Bugatti Veyron art cards, and nothing extra in the Resistance one. Just these pretty cool covers, both kind of holographic. So yeah, nice start. Another holographic style collector's edition with this Motorstorm Arctic Edge. So this one again has the box, and it has some art cards in there as well. Obviously, it seems to be a trend with these collector's editions for the PSP. Throw in some art cards. Not complaining. Very nice. Next up, we've got a couple of Invisimals and an iPet, all coming with the PSP camera. Now, I was amazed at the price of these cameras nowadays. They are a silly, silly amount of money for something that I just don't see getting that much use anymore. But yeah, really hold their value. Maybe they break quite easily, I don't know. But yeah, really expensive to own the cameras. Lucky enough to have found all of these at CEX for a cheap price over the years. There's still listings now that are cheaper to buy with the game and the camera than just the camera itself, which is absolutely insane, but that is the CEX way. So yeah, be sure to look out for those. If you ever see them in store, or you go to a store and you see it online, be sure to ask, because they often keep things like this behind the counter. So definitely one to keep an eye out for. Nothing more in the boxes though than just the game and the camera, and a couple of like cards to go use with the camera, and pretty basic games, much like the ones you get. iToy things in general are pretty not great these days. So yeah, nice little set. There is a couple more of these that were released on the continent though that I don't have yet, so still ones to keep an eye out for. I think there's a triple pack with 3 games in that I don't own, so a few more that I definitely need to get. A couple of Final Fantasies now. We've got Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection, still sealed, and Dissidia 012. I have never played either of these. I've never really been a Final Fantasy guy, if I'm honest. Final Fantasy VII I did try so many times on the PS1, and I just can't. I just don't know why. It's just not for me. But yeah, these come with, obviously the one is still sealed. I can't tell you what's in it because I've not opened it, but this one just has kind of a cover on it. You'll be seeing up close, it opens out. So yeah, nice one to have sealed though, although it's that kind of shrink wrap, and I feel like it does damage the box over time because it kind of shrinks in and yeah, pulls the box in. So I may open it at some point, but not today. Up next, we're going to look at 3 of the biggest hitters that CEX sell. You can get these all from CEX. I'm pretty sure they all would come with the cardboard. They are listed as collector's editions or similar. So up first, Persona 3 Portable. Comes in the cardboard sleeve with some extra bits and bobs in there. Then we've got Trails in the Sky. This one, again, highly sought after, very expensive price. I'll put the prices on the screen. This one comes with some art cards and a soundtrack in the box. Box is not the best here, but yeah, it's cardboard and it counts. Another expensive one, Fate Extra. Again, one I've not played, but pretty cool artwork on the outside and more art in a book on the inside. And this cardboard is in pretty good condition. All three purchased from CEX over time, so yeah, ones you definitely can get from CEX. Now, there is one I do need that CEX don't sell specifically on its own. It's Persona 2. They do have the game, but they don't have the limited edition separately. So every time I see one in stock, I try and either get somebody to look or go myself to look, or I have ordered it a couple of times in the past in the hope that it comes with the cardboard. Never has up to date, but you know, I will still keep trying to get that one. It's a lot cheaper if I could get it from CEX for the normal price than, you know, paying the silly money that it is on eBay. Last check, I think it was kind of £300. So yeah, I won't be paying that for it, but I will get it at some point. Last of the Final Fantasies in the cardboard on the PSP, I believe, is this Dissidia. Inside this one, we have got a soundtrack mini CD and an artwork book and a guide as well, some artwork as well. So yeah, pretty complete collector's edition here. It has this kind of open at the top box, which I kind of like because it means it keeps its shape a lot better than just a cardboard sleeve or anything. So yeah, a nice one to have. I said that was the last Final Fantasy. I lied because I'm just, you know, going through my shelves, taking one off one by one. I thought that was it. There's another one, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7. Again, comes with an art book and the game, and in a cardboard sleeve, quite a heavy duty, again, cardboard sleeve, thick one. So should keep its shape quite well, although it has taken some damage over the years, this one. But yeah, another one, Final Fantasy. So now we're going to move on to some ones that were only available on the continent. This one is Play English. I think it's a game in which you try and learn the English language as well. I'm not sure. It's in Spanish, I think, by the looks of it. And yeah, I don't know, because I don't read that too great. So yeah, but it comes in a cardboard sleeve, so I obviously had to have it. And again, Petito Feo, I think this is definitely Spanish, but this comes with a kind of Spanish TV show, UMD, I believe. Yeah, and this one is really foily, very shiny. Two that I got off eBay a while ago, not overly expensive, but yeah, cardboard is cardboard, had to have it. Now I'm just going to blast through here a load of double packs because there are quite a few. I've got a lot here. I'm just going to kind of show them quickly. I'll save the better ones to the end, or the more obscure ones. There's some that you will see quite often, some that are worth a lot of money, some that are foreign, some that are still sealed, some that are a bit different. But yeah, we'll go through them just quickly. Ubisoft seem to be the main guys when it comes to a double pack. A lot of their games are kind of repeated, or just different kind of, like Prince of Persia, different Prince of Persia, or Tom Clancy, different one, you know, just kind of mixed in together. There seems to be hundreds of different variants. Here's a few. So Prince of Persia and Driver 76, Brothers in Arms D-Day, Rainbow Six Vegas. Similarly here, this one's actually a triple pack, and this has Rainbow Six Vegas, Driver 76 and Prince of Persia Revelations all together. This one is available at CEX, I believe. The Ubisoft special here, Prince of Persia Rival Swords, teaming up with Shaun White snowboarding. Another Ubisoft one is Open Season and Surf's Up, a more kids double pack. This one, again, is available at CEX, I think. A couple of sealed double packs here. Again, Ubisoft, Splinter Cell Essentials, Ghost Recon 2, Prince of Persia Revelations and Rival Swords, both sealed. One in English, one looks like it's Italian. But yeah, I get them from all over the place, but yeah, sealed is very cool. That's it for the Ubisoft ones, but then we've got Tomb Raider, Legend and Anniversary together there. Another one that's quite a popular one, I think. So now we're getting into the really rare ones, or the rarer ones. This one is MX vs ATV Extreme Limité and Juice 2 Hot Import Nights, a French exclusive. This one got from France, so yeah, one you won't see too often over here. Talking of French exclusives, the Street Racing Collection 2009 from EA, Burnout Dominator and Need for Speed Pro Street. Pretty good double pack, again, a French exclusive. One of my absolute favorite gaming franchises is Metal Gear Solid, and these two are staples for the collection. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops with Coded Arms, and Portable Ops again with Silent Hill Origins. This one is pretty rare. This one does pop up quite often, but carries a bit of a heftier price tag nowadays. Didn't used to be. I think I only paid £10 for this many years ago. So yeah, glad to have these ones in the collection. Now, side note, coming off PSP for a second, but if you watch the CEX Rarities reviews in an upcoming episode, I found the most incredible thing I think I've ever found in a CEX. For me personally, the Metal Gear Solid has reminded me of it. That's a hint, but it was, honestly, I could not believe my eyes, and the price I paid, insane. So make sure you stay subscribed for that one. Also, I'm going to be doing a massive giveaway. I say massive, it'll be lots of stuff at least, for when I get to 1,000 subscribers eventually. I think I'm on about 800 or so currently. So if you are new here, don't subscribe, please consider it, because once we get there, I'll do a lot more information. I'll show it. We're giving away lots of cool stuff. Very grateful. Thank you for the support. Yeah, but be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Back to the double packs, we've got a Disney one here. So Pirates of the Caribbean double pack, Doppelpack as it is known in Germany. All the games are in English on here. There are flags on the back, but yeah, writing's all in German. German exclusive double pack, this one. Talking of German exclusives, again, weird how it was. Some say Doppelpack, which is clearly the German for double pack, and some just say double pack. Odd. But yeah, Worms Open Warfare 1 and 2 here. Again, German exclusive. Only German flags on the back. So it says everything is complete in Dutch, or komplett in Deutsch. So yeah, German exclusive here again. Now on the PS2 in the cardboard collection, these platinum double packs are probably my favorite. I love the way they enclose the whole thing rather than just being a cardboard sleeve. Same thing on the PSP. The only double pack platinum that I own is this one, Killzone Liberation and Tekken Dark Resurrection. Multiple languages on the back: Dutch, German, French and Italian. No English though, so probably don't play in English, but again, pretty cool double packs. Love these platinum ones. And I've probably saved the two coolest double packs to the end here. Grand Theft Auto, both teaming up with Midnight Club 3, but we've got Vice City Stories on one, Liberty City Stories with the other. One of them, the one with Liberty City Stories here, is an English double pack, but you just never ever see it. You'd never see it, never comes up. This one is, I think, German or Italian. Yeah, German on the back here. Yeah, really hard to find, but I think the black looks really good. The minimalistic front, Rockstar Games double packs, very cool. A couple more kind of bigger box stuff that are available, I believe, in CEX. You can get these. We've got Lord of Arcana, which is the Slayer edition, and Tactics Ogre, the premium edition. Both come with extra stuff in the boxes. Very cool. And lastly, on the gaming side of things, we've got all the PSP UMDs to come, including some very obscure cardboard down there. But lastly, games, we've got Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and the Third Birthday Twisted Edition. I'm pretty sure the Third Birthday is a Parasite Eve kind of sequel, I think, the PS1 stuff. So it's pretty sought after, quite an expensive pack, this one. And again, obviously, Kingdom Hearts has a massive following. Pretty cool collector's editions here. Now we're moving on to the UMD section of the PSP collection. So these are all movies or TV series, or there is some questionable Blu-rays here, but I don't even know if I should show them really, because I'll probably get in trouble with YouTube. They are adult, should we say, but I do collect them purely for their rarity, because they are so obscure. They hold a big value. CEX sometimes have them for very cheap. I've picked all of them up from CEX, those blue ones. So yeah, I will show at least the spines anyway, but we'll get to those. Up first though is this Harry Potter, the full 8-film collection. Probably the most expensive here, potentially. No, I don't think so, maybe. And well, maybe. But yeah, at least at CEX anyway. This one, I think, last time I checked, about £70 at CEX for the full set. I did pick this up in CEX. It was £40 when I bought it a while ago. So obviously going up in price. The cardboard on this one is not the best. It is kind of being held together in places, but I can probably glue it at some point. But yeah, pretty cool collection. Staying with Potter. We've got the Harry Potter years 1 to 5, just the first 5 films here. Again, you know, separate. It's cardboard. I have to have it, even though it's the same. I just got to have it. In my haste, emptying the shelves before we go into more UMDs, I found a couple more games, PSP Essentials, iPet and Invisibles, plus a camera in this one. Russian exclusive that I got from Nabbit, which is a website that you should probably check out if you don't. It's nabbit.co.uk. I think I'll put a link down below. Yeah, so be sure to check them out. Pretty good condition, well, lovely condition cardboard, and one you obviously never see because it's Russian. And I almost forgot this. Probably the coolest thing I own in this whole room potentially is this Secret Agent Clank press kit. So press kits were sent to people to review the game back in the day. It's all digital codes now, unfortunately. But yeah, it comes with the game in there underneath, and at the top there is kind of a media CD. You're seeing it there. But yeah, opening it out like that and being of a very cool franchise, Ratchet and Clank, I think this is probably one of the coolest things I own. So I have shown it on here before, but part of the PSP collection. This one's not going in storage, by the way. This one is staying on the shelf. Back to the UMDs, a couple of kids triple packs here. So we've got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Happy Feet and Scooby-Doo, and Ice Age, Robots and Chicken Run. I think this one is available on CEX. I think it's about £12–15 from what I remember. Both cardboard, both very good condition. Yeah. Now, I'm a big WWE fan, as you may already be aware. I am trying to get all of the WWE UMDs. There is quite a few of them. I do pick them up as and when I see them. They're all fairly cheap, £1, £2 here and there. So we've got the Return of Batista, WWE Divas, Hey Hey, Rob Van Dam, One of a Kind, Tombstone, The History of the Undertaker, Hard Knocks, the Chris Benoit story, and WrestleMania 24. This one has 2 UMDs in it and is probably the rarest of this bunch and most expensive. I think this one is about £15 at CEX. Now, a couple more just UMDs that I keep because they're either expensive or mean something to me. So the Home Alone 1 and 2 iconic films, obviously.
Wow, what a hole.
But the second one has a lot of value and is pretty hard to find actually in the UK. And with this one, it is American Pie, the Ultimate Edition. I paid £7.50 in a charity shop for this, which seems insane. They must have been looking it up because it's worth considerably more than that. CEX sell it for about £6, I think, but they never have it. It sells for like £30, I think, online. But yeah, keep this one because it is just an iconic film again. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for showing you these. If I do, if the video disappears, you know why. But I have 2 adult UMDs here. I'm not going to keep showing them. That's all we're going to see. But yeah, they're just extremely expensive and hard to find and very unique. Obviously, weren't sold in conventional stores. So there's just not a big supply of them at all. So whenever I see one for cheap, I pick it up. They're the 2 I've got. Yeah, we'll try and get more, but they are purely for the collection, nothing more. I have looked at one just to check it worked because the disc looked a bit ropey, and then I took it out again. Don't judge. Now, I've mentioned before that on my shelves here I have just games behind what you can see on the shelves. So there is stuff behind here that may well be PSP, but here are the games that I actually had on my PSP shelf. There's not many. I'm sure I do have more knocking around this room somewhere, but I won't be able to find them. So Tony Hawk's Underground 2 Remix, US version. PSPs are not region locked, so yeah, that will play fine. I've got Mana Khmer Student Alliance, which I at some point paid £18 for at CEX. No idea what is that now, but yeah. Cabela's Legendary Adventures. I kept this because CEX do have a listing for it, and it was not released in Europe at all from what I can make out. So an American one, the only place it was released. So pretty obscure in Europe. And this one I think is very cool. Although it's FIFA 10, it is a Norwich City cover. I'm a Norwich City fan. I live in Norwich, and that is cool. I drove 40 miles to pick this up. It was with a PSP and some other bits. I drove to nearly Kings Lynn, which is quite a way, purely because I saw this and I was like, that's so obscure. From 2010, they didn't. I think they're printed off covers, you could only print them off at the time though. So I think it's very cool though, very unique, and obviously the team I support. I've got a couple of FIFAs with this, like for consoles with the similar artwork, but yeah, I think stuff like this is very cool. Getting to the end now, I will save the best UMD till the end. I've got this random pink limited edition UMD coming in this plastic sleeve. I think it came with the pink coloured PSP at some point. I don't know, but yeah, I've got it because it's weird. Another kids one, just a little double pack, Ice Age and Ice Age 2. More cardboard. We've got Monty Python's Flying Circus, the complete first series. We've got the first season of Family Guy. There is the second season of Family Guy somewhere that is in cardboard that I don't own. It's pretty niche though. I've only seen it a couple of times and it's always been very expensive. So another one I'm still trying to find. And then we've got season 1 of 24. Then we have got the complete first season of Prison Break, still sealed. And this one is pretty unique. You don't see the cardboard sleeve too often on this. It is just the Mask of Zorro and the Legend of Zorro double pack. But it comes with this cardboard sleeve here, which is pretty hard to find. So I was really chuffed when I found this one. Penultimately, today we have the Matrix Trilogy 3 UMD set. Partly sealed, although the seal has kind of come off some of it, but it is mostly still sealed. It does sound like a UMD or two is loose in there, but a pretty cool trilogy all the same. It's yeah, an iconic trilogy really, and one I'm very happy to have. And finally, completing my whole UMD and PSP collection is this UMD movie pack, a cardboard triple pack containing Hitman, Silent Hill and Resident Evil. A very, very cool triple pack there to end things off. Well, that was lengthy. That was my whole PSP collection, not including consoles. I've got probably about 4 or 5 consoles hidden away somewhere. That was all the UMD stuff. I hope you enjoyed all the cardboard. There's definitely some niche stuff in there. I was going to say the X-Men trilogy is another one I need. I think that's the only, with the Family Guy, that I know of when it comes to actually UMD movies or TV series. The X-Men trilogy and Family Guy series season 2 are the only 2 I think I need to complete that whole set. So if you see any of those about, please do let me know. And that was it. So they're all going in a big box. They are all going into storage, and that frees up a kind of 3, nearly 2.5, 2 3/4 shelves, which I can use for the PS3 Steelbook Saga or the PS2 cardboard collection. Next time will probably be more PS2 cardboard. It's been a while since I've done one of those. I've got some to open, so stay tuned for that. Stay subscribed if you want to be part of the giveaway coming up. 1,000 subscribers, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.